Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today I'm talking a little bit about how I made, dropped my pen. How I made $2,000 in the past week using YouTube and other sales funnels, other Facebook ads. Just, you can play around with this. There's 1,000 ways to do this, but I'm gonna show you how I did it using just some digital products and using some basic understanding of the internet. So let's go. Firstly, I want to use my whiteboard. So I figured out a way to use my whiteboard. Behind it is a stack of clothes and my pillow to hold it up. So, welcome to the Trey Cockrum YouTube channel. This is incredibly professional, and I'm going to teach you how to be a smart business owner. So, let me first start with some basics. Alright, so let me talk a little bit about how you can begin to make money online in the first place. And real estate online is pretty much, I consider online real estate to be an audience, right? If you have an audience of people watching you. So let me talk about this a little bit. Let's just draw a box. Let's say audience. And I'm going to explain exactly how I made the money I made in the past week using this. But right now I'm just going to use broad terms and broad examples as examples. So let's say you have an audience. Let's say you've built an audience in a niche like, I don't know, let's say you've talked about trees. There's a lot of trees outside, so I thought of trees. Let's say you talk about trees, different types of trees, different bark, different leaves. You travel around the world and you document trees and you collect leaves or something. You could genuinely build an audience doing that. So if you were to do that, you could start a blog, start a YouTube channel, start making content that would appear in the search results for people who are looking for content like that. Like if I were to search for, what time of the year does this certain kind of tree bloom? Or what time of the year does this certain kind of tree begin to die? Or what types of trees do X? And what X kind of tree is this? Or, just questions. If you begin to answer questions within that niche, you begin to build an audience. So you look at the most successful people online right now, they have an audience that they can serve and that they can bring value to. So let's say you have an audience in the niche of, let's say, trees, right? And I'm going to show you how I did this myself. And for those of you who have been around a while, I've made a video similar to this a couple times. I apologize. I want to keep making them because there's 1,000 ways to do this, and I encourage you to begin because it's not hard. It's actually really easy, and a lot of people are missing out. So you build an audience in the realm of trees. You start talking about trees, and let's say you wanted to bring value to that audience and sell something to them. Well, you could write a book on the topic of trees, right? And let's say you have a YouTube, here, just erase that. Let's say you write a book, right? That's your first stream of income. Maybe the book costs $5 and it's an ebook, so you don't have any stock, right? Let's say you make it a Kindle Fire book or something like that, so people can just buy it straight off of you without you losing any stock. You maybe go physical print later down the line and charge a little bit more, but right now it's just a basic book and it talks about your favorite types of trees and the pictures that you've taken of them, and it's like a documentary style book. And that book can gather emails, and you can take those emails and you can generate more leads for other products. But let's just stick with that for right now. Let's say you want to start a Facebook group. You can start a Facebook group of these people who follow you and bring them all into one spot. And then as well, you can tie the FB group into the book. So that way people who are in the FB group hear about your book and they talk about it and they buy the book. And let's say maybe the book has a physical, and a physical version, a physical copy of the book, and it costs some, I don't know, stinking, $25 or something because it's a really nice book, right? I mean, that's a really expensive book, but who knows? So, and if you have an audience of, let's say, 10,000 people, right? Let's say you have 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, plus the people who don't subscribe because they don't use the subscribe button, plus the people who stumble upon you. That is, a good 250,000 people over the course of 2-3 months who just see your content. And if you bring enough value, they'll join your Facebook group. They'll buy your book. Maybe you sell something that has to do with trees. Maybe like tree care stuff. Like you can, I mean, this is a really tree hugger niche, but you could like sell certain types of seeds for people who like trees. Or maybe you could start a small line of tree care products, whatever the heck that looks like. I don't know. And start selling that to your audience, right? And this is just a really quick, really kind of stupid example of what you could be doing. I'm going to use my hat to erase all this because I don't have anything else to do that with. But that gives you a good example of what I'm doing. So this YouTube channel has a decent following. We're coming up on 8,000 subscribers. I talk about entrepreneur stuff, I talk about, you know, how to build an audience online, I talk about specifically online business stuff right now, but I used to, and I still do, talk about wedding photography. And so because of that, I've built an audience in wedding photography. So let's go ahead and make another box, right? This is the center of almost our everything. Audience, right? So audience in wedding photography. Wedding photography. And so I had, before I began to really shift the direction of my channel, I had a good maybe 5,000 subscribers or so. And so that was enough to, I built a Facebook group, which is coming up on 10,000 people within the Facebook group, and we actually sell a digital product to these people. Again, if you find weird random things in your niche that you can bring value with, that's what I did. Turns out there's a thing called a Lightroom preset, which is like a fancy filter that people can buy and apply to their photos, so I sold them this preset, and I talked about it in my videos, and I also talked about it in the FB group, and that was about $40 per, and it was a digital product, so I didn't have any stock on that. We had a couple people buy those every day, so if I just made YouTube videos, that boosted the FB group, and I sold this product. So then I came out with another product. Recently, I came out with a course, right? A wedding photography course. And the course basically taught you everything that you need in order to start a wedding photography business. And I priced it at $300, and sometimes I run sales for, you know, maybe it comes down to $250 or $200, and sometimes I even go down to $150, random flash sales like that. It equips people with everything that they need to run a wedding photography business, right? And from that course, the course promotes the FB group promotes the course. My audience, which is primarily my YouTube right now, and that's really where I plan for it to be for the long run, and that's totally fine. That has powered all three of these things. So now my full-time job, because of the web that I've built, is making YouTube videos. And hopefully, as well, later down the line, as I continue, I need another thing to wipe off this stinking, I need something to, I'll just use this shirt, I guess. Just thinking, later down the line, my goal is actually, and I'm going to do it, you're going to see, I'm going to keep making videos on the topics of online business, right? And I'm going to eventually start a software company, and we make software that helps small business owners manage their clients, manage their income, manage their taxes, manage just, you know, help market themselves, maybe different apps that you can use. That's one of my goals. I would like to start a software company. I would also as well like to, my father actually teaches people how to sell on Amazon, so I'm going to be an affiliate for his Amazon course, right? And he's just given me a link that I can use, and if you want to look him up, just look up Jim Cockrum. He talks about it all the time. I want to promote the Amazon course. I want to make software. I want to as well start an FB group, Facebook group, which would be, you know, linked to the software as well. People would hear about the software from the Facebook group. I want to hit 50,000 subscribers by the end of 2018, which is something I really want to do. Again, this is YouTube. And so let me explain. You get the gist, right? Build an audience and ask them to pay for certain things that are worth their money. Bring them value long term, right? This is just a basic. This is a really basic. I would like to write a book. I would like to do public speaking. I would like to do all kinds of different things. But right now, my goal again is primarily making these YouTube videos because that's what builds my audience, and my audience is who I serve, and that's how I made $2,000 last week. I made $2,000 from the course sales, plus the presets, plus just some, you know, random whatever. Some people bought some prints from me because I run the photography business, and some people, I think one person, and this isn't including wedding photography payments, so I still have the wedding photography gig going. So, you know, I made more than $2,000, it's just $2,000 totally online. And so I'm pretty proud of that, and it hasn't even actually been a full week. I just say since last week, because I get my payments, Stripe, which is the thing that I use, pays me every Thursday. And, you know, today's Tuesday, and I made $2,000 since Thursday. So it hasn't even been a week. It's been like 4 days. So, you know, that's pretty incredible, and all I have to do is put out YouTube content. So let me tell you guys something real quick that not enough people talk about, and that's that online real estate online is, number one, infinite, and number two, it's an audience. It's people that like what you talk about and want to hear more from you, and you need to build that in order to do great things on this platform. So, let me get this thing going here. I'm gonna bring it in real talk a little bit. Here we go. Okay, that's a little too low. Okay, that's good enough. So, let me say something. Firstly, if you're young, you can do this. It's not hard to do this. This is something that anybody can be doing. I talked recently at a high school about building an audience before you launch a product, and that is one of the smartest ways to go about it. And a lot of people actually kind of hate the idea of that because they've already run into starting a business and they don't have an audience beforehand. Also, this backlight is really nice. I love that look. So if you are looking to make money online or to do something online in some fashion, you can, of course, you could sell on Amazon, you know, drop ship random products on Shopify. You can do that, but long term, the best thing you can do is build an audience and a niche and bring value to people long term. That's the best thing you can do right now as an entrepreneur to begin making real money online. And I highly recommend you pick a niche and you dive headfirst in as soon as you possibly can and start finding things that you can bring value with. Like right now, I am writing a book. I want to write a book about online real estate. I want to write a book about scaling a business as a young kid. I want to talk about, you know, what it's meant to me being this young and learning all this stuff and surrounding myself with good people, and honestly, I'm excited. So I want to tell you real quick before I wrap up this video that the main thing that you have to be doing right now is building an audience. And if you're not building an audience, there's plenty of ways to make money. I'm not saying you can't make money without an audience. Duh, you can still make money. But you look at the people on top, you look at the people who are doing the best in the world right now, those are people who have, not fans, but people who go to them in order to learn. People who go to them in order to grow. Because I don't ever want fans, I just want to generate a community of leaders. I want to inspire people to step up, and you know that's my goal, is to have that and to have done that by the time that I die, and that's a part of why this YouTube channel exists. So you know, since Thursday, it's Tuesday now. I've made approximately $2,000 completely in profit, because my job is making these YouTube videos and talking about what I want to sell, and people go buy it and they join my Facebook group, and now I'm going to start affiliate linking my dad's Amazon course, and I'm going to start talking about all kinds of stuff, interviewing people, and bring my buddy on and talk to him. And honestly, you guys, I'm blessed. Like, and you can be doing this too. It's not hard. So yeah, that's how I did it. That's how you can do it. If you want, scroll down on my videos, stalk me, see how I'm doing it. If you want to look at other channels that are doing this, you'll see a lot of channels are doing this. It's actually really smart. Talk about a niche, serve within that niche, bring value to people within that niche, and just plow forward with products, and you'll make a lot of money. And plus, you'll gain an audience, which is kind of more valuable than the money you make short term with them. Because, you know, an audience means people who genuinely love to hear from you, and that is an incredible thing. So, you know, if you're making money or not, I don't know if you heard that just now. I just banged a dumbbell. But if you're building an audience or not, what was I about to say? Whether you're making an audience or not, no, I forget. I think what I was about to say was the audience is more valuable than the money long term, because that can be leveraged to do incredible things that money can't get you. Money can't get you the things that an audience can, because an audience is long term. You have to try really hard to lose an audience if you have character, and if you build it slowly but surely, brick by brick, and that's something you can monetize. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. That's how I made $2,000 in the past 5 days. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, and I think you should do it. I think you should start right now. Be jealous of me, you know, I'm cool with that, totally cool with that. I want you to be inspired and do it yourself. I'm turning 18 soon, and this is my full-time job, and I want to thank you for that. I want to thank you for your support, because it means a lot. And, you know, obviously, I'm very open about the fact that this is how I make my money. I make a lot of it, and I'm very happy with that. But, you know, I'm blessed, I'm telling you. So, have a good day, everybody. If you enjoyed, follow me on Twitter, @Trey Cockrum. Have a good day, everybody. And go do this. Go start. So, thanks again.